On February 7, 2013, a cruise ship departed from Texas to Mexico. 102,000 tons of steel and privilege, with 4,229 spending lovely Valentines as an American refugee. On February 10th, the ship headed back to its American coast, cracking orange. Freedom fire engulfed the ship's engine room, idle in its wake like feet shackled. 1 mile an hour felt like poverty. Passengers proclaimed it was the cruise line from hell. Like Satan just contracted a transportation industry typically known for entertaining a 93% white demographic group. To them, the cruise ship is nothing more than a floating petri dish, like a metaphor. Mixing those 93% with 7% racially other, instead labeled scientifically as bacteria. The television told me they're walking through urine, cold, bundled up in white robes like they didn't already know the color of our society's privilege on the upper decks. Bodies shape-shifted, spelling the word help, waving at CNN helicopter cameras like they're stranded, a refugee in a metal tourism prison, serving surf and turf. If you were down on the lower decks, it was worse. It was raining sewage. As if their plumbers planned to place the waste system above those 7% subaltern heads like a 13-deck socioeconomic hierarchy, those paying a premium for supremacy and a window room, taking a shit, creating disenfranchisement, and they say they'll ride a cruise ship again. On February 14th, I watched on CNN as the ship was towed back to America. Since when did refugees so easily return home? Angola, Uganda, Burundi were not fed salmon, crab cakes, and steak. These cruise ship passengers complaining of the standard of living, their tone masquerading as a marginalized pitch from Darfur, urging the United Nations to pass a resolution like a love note given from slave owner to the Confederation. They say this is hell, but the cruise industry is bulletproof. They painted their faces black, performed like a colonized caricature in 1897. My great-great-grandpa wrote an anti-annexation petition to President McKinley. A year later, Hawaii was illegally annexed into the United States. C.B. Maile and Hawaiians became refugees in their own country, forcibly denied sovereignty, treated like a piece of shit. Looking up to a stranded cruise ship like real American refugees, his wife, my great-great-grandma, wrote poetry in Hawaiian language, but her aloha didn't sound like hello. It was subverted resistance to their displacement. Don't tell me about your refugee camp. You don't deserve to call it that.
Wow. All right.